friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Welcome back to our second installment of Gym Horror Stories. Bum bum bum. Thank you guys so much for submitting all of your gym horror stories. I have a feeling we're gonna have a great episode today. Let me get my notes ready. I love that we get to do these episodes, but I hate that we have these stories to even share in the first place. But I just think it's important to have a place for us to just kind of vent and let everything out, you know? Crazy things happen to us and you wanna feel connected to others who have maybe gone through a similar experience. So that is why we're all here today, to support each other, to just hang out, to share our stories. We can just chat in the comments about anything. I appreciate you all so very much from the bottom and top of my heart. All right, I was gonna tell one of my stories in this video, but I got so many DMs from you guys that I kind of just want to jump into your guys' stories. And then at the beginning of our next episode, episode 3, I will share with you guys my kind of traumatizing story that happened a couple years ago. I gotta keep you guys coming back. So I will save that one for next time. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. All right, first story. I am from Brown County, IN. Is that Indiana? That's Indiana, right? I apologize. I went to public school my entire life. I work out at a small community YMCA and I befriended an old man a while back. He seemed so sweet and kind, like a grandfather figure. Pretty soon, he was always leaning in for hugs and asking me when I was going to get married, joking I'd be his sugar mama. I don't like that. That kind of creeped me out. He, along with other older men in the gym, would always check out us younger girls. Well, one day I was using the leg press machine and he was standing there. I was trapped in between him and the machine, no way out. Oh, that is no. And he literally said, "You smell good," and leaned in and smelled my neck. No, Grandpa, don't. It was literally the longest 5 seconds of my life. I ended up texting my friend to come to the gym and she showed up. Ooh, that's a good friend. I'm so glad your friend had your back. And she showed up and convinced me to file a report with management, as she should, as she should. Sure enough, they reviewed the footage and they caught it on camera. When management went to talk to him, he just said, "Fine, I guess I won't talk to anyone anymore." We didn't say you didn't have to talk to anyone, Grandpa. We said you just can't sniff the members. You weirdo. Oh my gosh. You know, it's really unfortunate because you thought that you found a friend in the gym and he took on this grandfather role to you, and then he turned out to just be creepy. I do love your friend though for encouraging you to go to management and to review the footage. All right, next story. About 3 weeks ago, I was at the gym with my guy friend and I had on Lululemon leggings. Oh, Lulu. And the shirt that was on the shorter side. So I'm standing there waiting for my turn on the machine and I keep seeing this girl make eye contact with me. I smiled with my eyes because mask life. Girl, don't I know it? And kept working out. We go to the next machine and the girl comes up to me and I was so caught off guard, so I said hi and she said, "I just want to let you know that the man who was behind you on the last machine had been taking pictures of..." Hold on, I need to read that again. Okay. "I just wanted to let you know that the man who was behind you on the last machine was taking pictures of your the whole time you were there. I was trying to get your attention when it happened. I thought you should know." First of all, my guy friend didn't miss a beat. He went straight to the locker room looking for the guy. Not a good idea, very dangerous, 10 out of 10, would not recommend, but he couldn't find him. Honestly, if it weren't for my guy friend, I probably would have just left, but he told me, "No, we're gonna report this because this is so wrong." Yes, as another good friend, we are on a friend roll today. And like, what are you gonna do with those pictures, you creep? Like, why? So we reported it to the manager and they were able to look at the security footage and they revoked the man's membership. Yes. I felt so violated. I couldn't stop thinking about what he was doing with those pictures. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. What is wrong with you? And then I started thinking to myself, maybe I should cover up more at the gym. And I was like, F that, it's my body. And if I want to feel proud of my progress, I should be able to wear an outfit that makes me feel confident. Exactly. Isn't that so crazy how these things happen to us and our first instinct is almost to feel this like sense of guilt, like, oh, well, maybe I should have done something to prevent it. Like, that's such a messed up way of thinking, and it literally was not our fault at all. Like, you were working out with your guy friend, minding your own business, and this man just had the audacity to take pictures of you and to violate your personal space. No, oh my gosh, I'm so glad your friend was there. And again, we have snaps for the friend. Thank you, friends. Remember to stick up for your friends, guys. Oh, I love this. Okay, next one. This isn't a gym horror story, but definitely an annoyance. Tell me why boys really think they have the right to comment "chill" when I post an arm flex snap. Arm flex snap. Snapchat? Do you mean Snapchat? I think you mean Snapchat. I am old. I do not use the Snapchat, but I am pretty sure she means Snapchat. Let me just start again. Tell me why boys really think that they have the right to comment "chill" when I post an arm flex snap. Like, excuse me, why do I have to chill? I'm proud of this and I'm not showing off for anyone but myself. Or I post a video of my pull-up progress, and yeah, I started out doing 3 at a time, and a guy has to comment, I only counted 4, buddy. Like, no shit, you counted 4. It's progress from last week when I only did 3, and I'm proud of my 4. I only just started following you, but I love the empowerment and motivation you give. Much appreciated. Do they not know that 4 is higher than 3? Sir, this is what really bothers me. What do you care how much she's lifting? Why do you feel the need to put her down for her showing off her progress and her being proud of her body and proud of her progression? What is it to you that she's only doing 4? First of all, 4 pull-ups is very impressive. Whew. I'm pulling up my Instagram on my laptop to make it a little easier. I recently moved out of my parents' house to East San Jose, not the nicest area. My boss had forewarned me never to go to 24-hour fitness down the road from my house due to incidences that have occurred there over the years. Well, I didn't listen. I went once without any problems, though I was definitely the minority. I felt like it was an okay place to train, ... until I went again. This time, while I was doing laying hamstring curls, of course, a man approached me as I stood up after my set. He looked at me and said, I'm using this, you can't use this. To which I replied, oh, well, that's unfortunate. You're funny. In a joking manner because I know he was not using that machine. I'm just kidding, he said. What's your name? Courtney. Hey, my name's Courtney too. Oh, I'm keeping these anonymous. Okay, I'm sorry, Courtney. I won't say any other names. Courtney, I replied, I am not a good liar in the moment. Yeah, me either. I always say my name and then I'm like, crap, why did I do that? Why do I, nice to meet you, Courtney, he says, staring. Thank you for the kind eyes. You're welcome, I replied in a questionable tone. Girl, I am loving your storytelling. Like, I'm really here in the moment. I'm sorry this happened to you. I don't know where this is going yet, but I'm just, storytelling is immaculate. You're welcome, I replied in a questionable tone. This is a strange interaction. These words actually came out of my mouth. Oh, you said this is a strange interaction. Are you a Capricorn? You're giving me Capricorn vibes, girl, because that's something I would say, just straightforward to the point. He proceeded to walk away. Little did I know he went to stand 2 machines away from me and continued staring. As I looked up after my next set, a man on a treadmill near me made eye contact and mouthed the words, he is watching you. Oh no. That's so creepy. He mouthed the words, he is watching you, be careful, while making hand gestures motioning from his fingers to his eyes and back to me. Another man on a treadmill next to him validated this and shook his head as if to say, be careful. That is so creepy. And the fact that this guy was staring at you so hard that other people were noticing and like felt the need to tell you to be careful. Oh, I got chills. I continued on with my workout and kept my eyes peeled for the creeper so I could avoid contact at all costs. I saw him one more time before he left the gym. He blew past me with no mask on, smiling, and he made sure to walk in front of me so I could see his whole face. I guess it wasn't that creepy at the end of the day. No, this is creepy. Honestly, it's the fact that other members of the gym who do not know you felt it was their duty to tell you that this man was looking at you so hard that you should be careful and like you should be safe. That is creepy. But I had just been listening to the podcast, Your Own Backyard, about the R word and M word of Kristen Smart at Cal Poly in 1996. So I was a little on edge being in a new place. Ooh, I have not read about that. And I didn't say the words because I'm pretty sure YouTube monitors that. Let's just say I don't go to that gym anymore. 49ers Fit and ABC for me. Hopefully I will see you there sometime. I love 49ers. You know, I don't think I've had an uncomfortable or an intimidating, creepy experience at 49ers. All right, next story. This random man would be in the gym in the evenings, which is when I would go. Sorry that I have such a hard time reading sometimes. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes I struggle. This random man would be in the gym in the evenings, which is when I would go. One day I was training chest and arms, and so I was bench pressing. Ooh, we love bench press. And when I was done, he motioned to me. Ooh, no, don't motion to me. He motioned to me to come here, which was so sketchy, but I knew I was in a safe place with witnesses, so I approached him. Okay, it's the fact that women, we are so aware. Like, you were like, okay, I'm in a safe place. There's people around. I am like wary of the situation, but I'm making note of my surroundings. But I knew I was in a safe place with witnesses, so I approached him and took one earphone out, and he goes, you really shouldn't train your chest. You already don't have boobs. Oh no, you're only making it worse. You don't really need a gym membership at all because women look disgusting when they lift weights. Just go home and use water bottles and do cardio. No, he didn't say that to you. That was a direct quote. He did not say that to you. You're joking. Are you joking? No. I'm gonna try to remain calm so we can make it through this video, but just know that I would flip this desk over if I could. So, metaphorically. I just really can't believe the audacity of people. I can't handle it. I know that this isn't the point, but who says that I have to have big boobs? What if I want my boobs smaller? Second of all, chest doesn't make your boobs smaller. You're gaining more muscle and your boobs are fat. And if you work out and you like want to lose weight, naturally you will lose fat. And some people will lose the fat in their breasts. Again, this is like not the point. It's just, my eyelashes are about to fly off. Women do not exist in this world to be these shiny things for men to look at. The fact that he was like, you will have smaller boobs if you do chest, aka you will be less attractive to me, a man. Excuse me, who asked you? Okay, let me continue. I'm sorry, there's more. And he said it to me as if it were general advice. And then he said, I should charge you for that. You're welcome. And so I left the gym crying and now I only go in the mornings so I never have to see him again. Rage. 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 I'm really sorry that someone made you feel so bad that you cried and now you literally changed your gym routine so you don't have to encounter them again. You pay your membership. You are paying for a service. You are paying to go to the gym and work out and better yourself and to do that in a peaceful, comfortable environment. And this person is impeding on your environment and he's definitely violating some gym rules. Like, don't harass other members, sir. Another story. So I was employed at a gym for 3 years, ages 18 to 21, and after you're there for a while, you start to develop a friendly repertoire with regulars. The particular location I worked at had a demographic that specified primarily elderly men. I found this was due to the amenities, steam and dry sauna, towel service, general atmosphere of location, etc. As a young lady, a lot of the men would be consistently flirtatious with me, follow me to my car, never okay, ask for my phone number insistently, even after being denied, etc. I would mostly just deal with it and slide under the radar, practice avoidance, you know? There was this one day in particular that stands out where I was working out in the gym after my shift. I was doing some HIIT on the treadmill, 40 on, 20 off, and my running speed was about 10.5 during my intervals. Oh, you were booking it. All right. So oh wait, you said that. So I was booking it. I didn't even, okay. And this older guy, I won't use his name, approaches me while I'm beginning my interval. And he tries to force a conversation with me while I'm obviously in the middle of an intense session. Literally their favorite time to try to talk to us. So I just smile and wave. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I'm signaling that I can't hear him and to give me a few. I'm trying to be nice and passive, but he just stands there looking at me. Mind you, this older man has been watching me intently for a while before coming up to me. So I breathlessly tell him, I'll talk to you in a minute, hold on. And he grunts, clears his throat so loudly that I can hear it over my headphones and literally reaches over the top of my treadmill and pulls the emergency stop button plug. This particular machine doesn't have a gradual stop. Yeah, the emergency machines, like you pull the button, it's supposed to stop them like immediately. And at the time I was still running, so it sends me flying off the machine. I took off my headphones to be like, what the f are you doing? And he laughs. Rage. One of the worst sounds in the world. A man's laughter. I'm just joking, guys, but this is terrible. I took my headphones off to be like, what the fuck are you doing? And he laughs and tells me, you don't have to be such a bitch. You're not even that pretty anyway. I'm looking for my last nerve because I think that it left. I don't think it's in here anymore. Why don't I go tell your manager how rude you were to me just then? How about I tell my manager about how that is a tort. But for him pulling that, you would not have flown off and hurt yourself. You could have really injured yourself. I'm a generally sensitive person and I felt tears welting up in my eyes, so I grabbed my things and I went to the women's locker room to be alone for a while. This was just one of the many encounters I endured working at that gym location, but it's one of the ones that really sticks out to me. This person could have really injured me and still chose to do what he did out of spite. I can't imagine some of the things other women have had to go through simply to get their workout in. I will say that working there and going through numerous encounters similar to that have made me a more assertive and bitchin' woman. I'm so glad that you're so strong. I'm so sorry that you have had to be so strong. Okay, let's read a couple more, friends. You guys. I don't know if I'm strong enough to keep going. Next story. I have two. Oh, you have two stories. What happened? I hope they're not that bad. Number one, a man watched me get all set up at the back extension machine, put my bag next to it, grab a dumbbell, etc. Then he proceeded to cut in front of me and hop on the machine and started using it without saying anything. Afterwards, someone came up to me and said how strange it was. Yeah, that was freaking strange. And I made sure to ask if that man had been using the machine before me, and he wasn't. Number two, a man followed me out of the gym. And through the parking garage to let me know I should be careful coming to the gym alone because there are a lot of creepy men out there. Sir, you're the creepy man. He didn't seem to see the irony in the fact that he was being creepy following me. Flew right over his head. That's like when someone's like, you know, you shouldn't be walking out alone out here. There's a lot of killers out here. And then it's like a killer, like in a scary movie. And then he... On the rare chance that there's any men watching this, please never approach a woman outside of the gym as she's walking to her car. That's not the right time. That's an uncomfortable situation. Approach her in the gym respectfully, shoot your shot, whatever. But it's just something about walking to your car, especially in a parking garage or at night. We're already on high alert and that's just not the time to do it. Even if you're super respectful, even if you're a gentleman, it's not the time, you know? All right, next story. I was a personal trainer, so I have a lot of horror stories, unfortunately. But this was the worst. I was working behind the front desk, and the day before, I had an intense leg day and my hamstrings were sore. I knew a really good hamstring stretch, but it needs 2 people, so I asked my boss, a guy my age, to help me. Basically, you lay on the floor and the person stretches your hamstring back. While we were doing this, a member, probably in his late 50s, came and checked in. Later, my boss told me that member went up to him and said, I have 3 heroes in life, God, Tom Brady, and you. You got Kelly on her back and split her legs open. Rage. That's just like, why do you need to open your mouth? I heard a lot of gross comments as a PT, but that was by far the worst. It almost had me in tears. To make things worse, my boss didn't really do anything about it, and the creepy guy would say, hi, Kelly, every time he came in after that, and we had never even talked before. But I'm sorry that this man made you feel violated, because that is violating. I'm sorry that your boss didn't stick up for you either. All right, guys, I'm gonna do one more story for today because I know this video is long, and then I will save the rest for the next video. So our last story for today. Hi, I just saw your first gym horror story video on YouTube and I wanted to share mine. So I live in Belgium, and in high school we have one day we can sport for the whole day and choose between different things. I chose fitness combined with tennis, all in the same building. The day started with a full body workout with weights and stuff that was given by the manager of the fitness center. He was older, probably around his 50s. We all took a mat and took a place in the room. I was standing in the second line, so I was very visible. I wish I didn't stand there. LOL. The whole workout, he was looking at me and he used me as an example in front of everyone. I was very shy back then, and as soon as the workout was done, I wanted to sprint out of there. At this point, I was clearly very uncomfortable, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. After the workout, we could freshen ourselves up, and a couple minutes later, we were expected in the gym with all the machines and stuff. The same guy, the manager, guided us throughout the gym, and I was making sure I was in the back the whole time. After he explained everything, we were allowed to try every machine out. So me and 2 friends went for like a booty machine. I don't even remember what it was. And the manager comes up to us right when I was trying to do this machine out. And then he literally grabs my butt and told me I have a nice butt. So you were violated. How old were you again? Did you say your age? Well, you're in school. You're in high school. You're in high school. And what did you say? This was a 50-year-old man. You were in high school and this 50-year-old man grabbed your butt. Throw him out, throw the whole man out. So my 2 friends saw this happening next to me and they were standing next to me. He really had some nerve. We then kind of laughed it off because none of us knew how to react. You know, honestly, trauma response, because you don't know what to do in those situations. Then after that, he kind of got embarrassed and went behind the desk, but he kept staring at me the entire time. After all of that stuff, we went to eat something because it was already noon. After eating, it was time for tennis, and I was very relieved because that man was creepy AF. But the gym overlooked the tennis courts. And guess what? When we were playing tennis, I saw the man looking through the freaking window. I stayed with my friend the entire time and everything ended good, but this man, I'll never forget. Also, sorry for my English. I hope you understand everything. I really love your content. Keep doing what you love. I am so sorry. You literally were violated, and you should report that because that is literally a crime. If you could please provide me with the name of this high school, that way I may fly there and have a few words with this man. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm sorry that all of these things happened to you. Remember, you are strong, beautiful women who don't deserve any of these creepy things that happen to you, and you are resilient. You are brave. Keep showing up, keep going into the gym, keep kicking butt. Don't you let these little boys keep you down, okay? Thank you so much for sharing with me. Again, if you want to share your story with me, you can email me at Courtney@CourtneySarracino.com, or you can slide into my DMs on Instagram. Make sure you make the first line gym horror story. That way I can see them and I can filter through and I make sure not to miss any. The amount of DMs I have, I am 5 days behind. So I was reading DMs right now from 5 days ago and I didn't get through all of those. So if you sent me your story, just know that I see it, it's in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being so sweet on our last video. In the comments, everyone was super sweet. Everyone was super supportive. I love that we have this little group here. I just want to make a space where we can just vent and get things off of our chest and be able to share our stories with other women and other people who have had just like these crazy things happen to them in the gym, because you know these things happen and like maybe no one sees, or you just, you know, it's nice to feel validated and to know that people hear you and your emotions are valid, you know? Okay, I'm rambling, so that's gonna be all for this video. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. But I will see you all in the next video.